the secret streams that flow.
Hey, while this intro's playing, go put on a pair of shorts and a t-shirt. I've had all I can take of winter, so tonight we're taking a trip to summer. And we'll talk to UP Whitetails to get their opinion about making changes to the combo deer license. So sit back, put your feet up, and make believe it's summer.
Beneath the cliffs of colored stone, forest thick and healthy, with birch and pine and oak, surrounded by the greatest lakes this world has ever known. The black bear's awesome presence as he roams the hills and fields. Call of the timber wolf, the loon's lonesome trill, the eagle soaring high above, the trout lies deep and still. These are what I treasure, the only way I measure feelings that I have for this fine land. There is so much to discover when you're a long-time lover of northern Michigan.
Ah yes, winter time in the UP. Snowshoeing, cross-country skiing, a fresh blanket of white covering the ground and the trees on a brisk morning. It's almost April. What all that means now is the snow is too deep to walk in, I need exercise from being cooped up all winter, I have to shovel again, and all the trees I need to cut for firewood are covered with snow. If you're like me, it's time for a vacation. A trip to somewhere sunny and warm. A place where your favorite fishing hole is bigger than 8 inches. You're in the water instead of on top of it. And your hat doesn't cover your ears. Trade in your 2-foot rod for a 7-footer, put on your shorts, we're taking a trip to summer. Late last summer, my friend Larry called me up and said, let's go fishing. He said he had a secret spot for big smallmouth, and lots of them. Well, that sounded pretty good to me, so we met up at one of the UP's designated catch and release lakes. By the time we arrived at the lake, took off my blindfold and got the boat in the water, Larry had already given me the lowdown on the lake. Seems the lake was overrun by rusty crayfish, so catch and release restrictions were put on the lake in hopes the smallmouth bass population would flourish enough to gobble up the crayfish and restore the lake back to its pristine condition.
Oh! Try not to let them take it too long, because then they swallow the hook. I think he's a small one, but... What'd that take, Brian? 35 seconds? Good. Easy. Yeah, they're nice. That's actually a small one. At 18 inches.
Well, indeed, the plan must have worked, because we weren't there a minute and the smallies started to bite.
Same sucker.
And they never stopped. As fast as you could get one fish back in the water and toss out your minnow, you'd soon feel the tug of another smallmouth on the end of your line.
Not taking long, is it? Oh, this is a tank.
Not a bad way to spend a gorgeous UP day.
There's one of them big ones. These keep getting bigger by the fish. That look like a Wilson football? Look at that. Yeah, it's 18, but I mean, look at the belly. Gorgeous fish, gorgeous. He's related to me with that belly, without a doubt. There we go. That one hit it when I was reeling it in. That was another trophy. Look at that. Can't get tired of this. Yeah, sometimes you'll pull these in and they're spitting crayfish out. That's mainly why they have this as a catch and release lake, to control the invasive species. And believe me, later in the year when we get these, just before ice, they're spitting them all over the boat. This guy's hooked right where he should be because he hit it when I was reeling it in. Yeah, he might have been caught before, see? They're not afraid to come back for a meal again. Look at the thickness on them. Should say Wilson right there. Okay, buddy. Oh, they're great. You want it? Yeah, I use live bait out here. This lake is so clear that they don't hit any artificial baits in this lake at all. And I'm usually a lure man more than a live bait guy, but we've tried everything, trolling, casting, everything. You won't catch them out here. It's just way too clear. But they're in here thick. Like I said, they're feeding up for winter. They're all full of crayfish. They're all fat. They look like footballs. Look, there's one underneath it coming up by them. Still got some life in them. Yeah, that's a little bit better one. As big as these guys are, they are smallmouth, but they got some large mouths on them. So, back you go. Tugging great. Ooh! This time we got one on the bobber because we're closer to shore. Isn't that sad? They're all the same size. Woo! Wow. There we go. Another fat one. He's been in by the shore beating around. He's all darker color on his stomach. Here's a lake trout. Here's a bonus laker right here. Oh, and then on the other pole. Oh, here, Brian. Now we got a smallmouth on this pole. Boy, they'll twist your wrists. Still not done. That laker's small. All right. And that's kind of tied up right now, so there we go. I hate to say it, but that's actually a small one. But the fat, how fat he is, just makes it all the better. All right, let's get this guy out. Always catch these guys on a bobber. That's weird. I don't keep them anyhow. Only fish I ever keep is the elusive walleye, and that's pretty elusive up here. There we go. There's it. That's a real small one. But you get them in here too. Wow. And they fight good. I don't mind catching them. It's all about the fight. That was too cool. Look at the size of these things, huh, Brian? Unbelievable. Well, he's spitting out one of the suckers. He got off the line right there in the water. It got off. He shook that out of his belly while he's feeding on this one. That's what I mean. They'll catch them with crayfish and these suckers in here. Like I said, they won't hit artificials in this lake. It's just too clear. They're all hovering around 4 pounds. That one's 18. That one's almost 4. But that's a nice fish. Anywhere you go. All right, buddy. come on, I expect more out of you being that size. Those are the ones that usually fight, are the small ones. Yeah, he's still a good one. It's usually this is the size that really fights good. And he's been hooked before. Yeah, that's probably the smallest one we'll ever catch out here. That's about the smallest I've seen ever. Oh well, it's good to get them on tape too. There's either a hole right here or they're following in all the way. Let's see. I've been hooking them right here. See if there's a hole right there. I wasn't even looking, he just took off. He's lugging good. You sit here, was that white? That looked like that's either a trout or a walleye. Looked like I saw a white tail. No, it's a big smallie. You could sit here all day. There's what's white. See the minnows he's spitting up? This is one of the bait thieves, I believe. Wow. We use circle hooks usually out here for these so they don't swallow them, but I just noticed you just got to take them a little quicker. That's all. Late season fall smallies. Don't put those rods away, guys. The guns can wait. Oh yeah, that was almost he was following that one up. Oh, is that the same one? Maybe not. Wow. Oh, that's a dandy. Look at that. Oh, look at that one. Look at part of his tail. Yeah, he's 19. That's a trophy anywhere. Look at this tail there. Must be someone here bigger than that. All right, Gladys, we'll let you go. Beautiful. God. They're ready to go. Yeah, thank you. Oh, he wanted to come up. There we go. That was nice. I'll tell you what, it never gets old. It just doesn't get old. See, you set the hook on them a little early, you have to worry about them swallowing because they're in here gorging and they just swallow really fast. Another nice one. Oh yeah, there's one hole out there they're sitting in, as usual. We're not filming the same fish. I should have a watch on to show what time we're catching all these because they look like the same fish. I think they all train together. I've been up here 18 years now. Moved up from Illinois, got caught up on a Memorial Day muskie trip on Lake Emily and in Iron County, and caught 3 that day. And you talk about going home with the fever. I went home and invested about $400 in equipment, and we were moved up here about 3 months later with this brand new boat and had to buy a van to pull it. And we got up here and I fished 3 months straight. So I guess that's the reason I moved up here, was the fishing. We used to come up and do a lot of vacationing here and fishing the surrounding lakes. Call it home now. you're hitting it as you reel it in now. Yeah. Oh, that's a shot. Little torpedo. It's so good when they don't swallow it. Oh, this is a little one. Unless it's a Laker. Another Laker. That one's a little better than the last one. They fight good. I guess they're lake trout. It's a bonus. Okay. Here we go. Cooperated nice. A lot of green. Oh, look at all the minnows he's spitting up. Look at that one. Oh, wow. Yep, they're so hungry. This is that same fish we caught earlier with the bad tail. Look at that, unbelievable.
It was indeed a beautiful late summer, early fall, sunny day. And looking back at it now, at this time of year, makes the sun look even warmer.
Boy, oh boy.
The trees look greener and the water more blue.
Another fat one.
It's the anticipation of warm days, relaxing in a boat on a quiet lake, or sitting around a campfire with a hot dog on a stick that help us make it through the long winter. I'm sure most of us would change things around a bit if we could, and make summer a bit longer and winter a bit shorter. But we sure do like our 4 seasons here in the UP. Yeah, look, that summer is nice. But right now I need to go shovel some snow and put some wood in the stove. But that's just part of it. After all, summer wouldn't be quite so nice if not for winter. Here's a quick look at what's happening around the UP. Help support our Second Amendment rights by joining the Delta County Gun Owners Association as they host their first annual banquet on Saturday, April 5th at the Terrace in Gladstone. The festivities begin at 5 o'clock and along with a great meal include raffles, door prizes, auctions, guns, knives, vacations, and more. The cost is $45, which includes an annual membership. For more information, contact Bob Peterson at 280-4733. Also on April 5th, Wildlife Unlimited of Iron County will hold their 27th annual membership banquet at the Iron County Armory. Doors open at 4:30 and the cost to attend is $60, which includes your meal, Wildlife Unlimited hat, and a chance at one of the many door prizes. Cost for kids 17 and under is $30. Enjoy an evening out and help support these organizations who do so much for our outdoors. A couple weeks ago, we talked about the idea of changing our combo deer tag to include one unrestricted tag. Now we'll take a look at the other side of the coin.
UP Whitetails Marquette County developed this this combo tag the way it is, and actually the single tag the way it is. We were concerned about having age classes in our deer herd, and you know, there's only so many ways you can control the take, and we looked at a lot of different things. We came up with this. We thought it would be the least restrictive to hunters. You know, the deer herd is what we need to be thinking about, and condition of it, and what we have for age classes. We're trying to bring depth and stability to our deer herd, and you know, that's critical, particularly for winters like we have now, and the last 2 winters, our deer herd really took a hit, and it's continuing to take a hit this winter. Last December, we only had 10% survival of our fawns, and when you have only 10% of your fawns going into the winter, in a winter like this, you know, some of these areas we could lose all our fawns, and the whole idea of killing a deer that's made it through this winter, a fawn that's made it through this winter, and killing them this fall as a yearling, that's what we call yearling bucks, 1.5-year-old bucks, it doesn't make sense at all. You know, like I say, we need this depth We need stability to our deer herd, and you don't get that by killing them off when they're just 1.5 years old. And we have so many predators out there now. We're so efficient at killing bucks. You know, we've got the crossbows out there now. We've got the different tree stands. We got shacks up in the trees, and these are things we didn't have 15, 20 years ago, 40 years ago, whatever it was. We're just good at killing them, and so we have to control the take somehow. There's only so many ways you can do it. Control it through bag limit, size limit, or limit the number of tags. And so change our combo tag back, you're talking about increasing the kill, and that's the last thing we want to do right now is kill more bucks. So if anything, we want to try to control the take more. We've got better age classes in our deer herds than we've had in many, many years. And it's really a good thing too, because if you look at even this past year, there weren't a lot of yearling bucks because a lot of the fawns didn't make it through the winter before. And there weren't a lot of yearling bucks out there, and fortunately we had some 2.5-year-old and some 3.5-year-old bucks out there to have something to hunt. UP Whitetails have been asking hunters to let them go, let them grow for years and years now, and so what they're asking is to let the yearlings go, give a chance to get that deer to 2.5. Well, the average 2.5-year-old buck here in the Upper Peninsula, it's got something like 7.2 points. So a 7-point buck, you can put either one of your combo tags on that buck. We have a true 1 buck tag now option with our license package. People can do that. If that's what they want to do, if they feel that's going to be the best way to go, they can buy that single tag. Or if they choose to buy the combo, well, then there's different restrictions. The whole idea of putting more pressure on the herd at this stage of the game is just, I think it's a wrong route to go, and you know, we need to stick what we have and take a look at you know, how we're managing our deer herd.
Well, that's it for this week. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next week right here on Upper Michigan's very own Discovering.